Right. Hi. Today is a little bit gloomy today, and I thought I'd wear red just for you, and red lipstick just for you, lady in red. So I thought I would, because today's a bit of a gloomy day. I thought I would do a video, a sort of more motivational video. Get a motivational fist pump there. Boom, 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 boom. But before I start, once again, if you like the video, please subscribe, and I'd be really grateful. So I want to talk about overcoming challenges and why overcoming challenges makes you a bit of a badass. It makes you a strong badass, and I think time and time again, life will bring us challenges that test the freak out of us. Like, you'll be coming up against a roadblock and you'll be like, oh, like you've got nothing left to give. You don't know where you're going to get the strength from again. You just think, there's nothing left. You've got no resources. You've got all you've had all this before, whatever. You don't know where you're going to turn. And it can feel pretty isolating and depressing and difficult, and you can get quite into a spiral quite easily. And there's so many people in the entire world that are going through challenges on a daily basis, all sorts of difficult life situations, and they overcome them. And what I'm here to say to you is that you might not feel like you have the strength, okay, to get through something, but I'm here to tell you that you do. You do, because you have to. And I think some of the strength that we gain in this life, the reason why we're here, is getting off the path and getting back on again. Getting off, getting on. Getting off, getting on. Getting out of alignment, getting back. Getting off the horse, getting back on again. And every time we do, we cultivate a little bit more within us that is getting stronger. And it's one of those old cliches. You think, oh yeah, what doesn't kill you makes you stronger, but it really is true. And the strength is there, and I'm so blown away by some of the people and the people I've met in this lifetime of mine who get through things. There is something there is something inside us that pulls us through every single time. Well, not every single time, but for the people watching this, every single time. So what I want you to think about is, when you're going through a really difficult time, remember, do not judge yourself. You must replace judgment with discernment and awareness. Awareness of yourself and your thoughts and what is going on with you, and the negativity that you might be dealing with, or your own head. Be aware of that. Don't judge it, be aware of it. And then also discernment. So if you're going through a tough time and it's going on for a little bit too long for you, you're out of touch, you're isolating yourself, you haven't got the support you need. Make sure that you get the support you need. Make sure that you reach out. You don't lock yourself away, and you get help from friends and family, because that's what they're there for. And also, there's lots of other places, lots of other people, and places like Samaritans or anything like that. There's quite a few different phone lines out there for you if you're dealing with some sort of massive crisis and you need support. It's there. Seek out support. No one else can do this for you but you. You must take the first step in the right direction to help yourself. Other thing as well is putting the attention back on you. I've said this before, but it's so important. Put the attention back on you and not give yourself a break. Give yourself a break, put the attention back on you. And I think that the reason why meditation is an important practice to consider is because when you're sitting in meditation, you're constantly bringing yourself back to your breath every single time. And it's the same thing, it's overcoming. Every time you sit in meditation, you're overcoming a challenge. You don't have to overcome a big challenge. You know, that is a challenge in itself for quite a lot of people, to sit and deal with themselves and to deal with what's going on in their heads and to come back to the breath. Come back to the breath over and over again. And it's like working a muscle. Do you know what I mean? You're working that muscle of strength. And so what happens is that when you do keep coming over these challenges and you do keep getting back on the horse and you do cultivate strength. You do. It's like, imagine a little flower inside you. And every time you overcome something, every time that you do something positive for yourself, every time that you step in the right direction, there's a little bit of water going back on that plant every single time. I mean, it's inside you, it's hidden, you can't see it, you don't know what's going on in there, but there's a little flower and it's blooming, and one day it will be bloomed. And you'll come against another challenge and you'll be like, actually, I've really got through this. How am I dealing with this? How am I suddenly feeling joy so quickly? Because you've cultivated that flower and you've not realised it. You've not realised it, but it's been happening. So every time that you get through something, remember about that flower inside you that is growing every single time. And the payoff is, when you because it's cultivating itself and you come up against another challenge, you will start to feel joy, and you won't even need challenge, because every time that you build that strength, that flower, you'll just feel more joy in life anyway. You know, and I think that flower is not just about overcoming challenges, it's about doing anything positive for yourself. Living in the way that you feel is for your highest good. Every time you do something that you know and feels good for you, you're putting a little bit more water on that flower. Okay, so I just want to leave that with you, a little bit of motivational. Go listen to some Rocky Balboa soundtracks. That's always a really good way to... I didn't do that just before this video. I might have done. Okay, so have a lovely day, and please subscribe. Okay, bye.